Good afternoon. Here is the national news from our studios, BGI TV, Babak Bagede Imo TV. My name is Rabila Lawal. First are the major headline for the national news this hour. In Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo's supporters lawyers tackle Malami on terrorism accusation. And the next one, there is link between Igboho and jailed terrorism sponsor, Malami. Also this hour, no excuse for Boko Haram war after 10 years, says Atiku. Rail attack, Khan backs El Rufai, wants bandits labeled terrorists. And to sport news, Ndidi returned after international break. Rogers, let's have the news in details. In case you're just joining, here is the national news coming from BGI TV, Babak Bagede Imo TV. On YouTube, our channel is Babak Bagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the next icon for notification of all of our programs. And on Facebook, Babak Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Like the page and follow the page and keep sharing our programs. And on Instagram, the handle is Bagede Imo _22. Now in details as the news comes this hour. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami came under attacks on Friday after the federal government tagged the activities of the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, and Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo alias Sunday Igboho as acts of terrorism. The federal government blamed Kanu for the murder of Dr. Chike Akunyili, the husband of a former Director General of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, the late Professor Dora Akunyili. The government further accused him of being responsible for the murder of a former presidential aide, Ahmed Gulak, and over 184 others in the southeast. This is according to a committee set up by the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, to investigate Kanu, who is standing trial for treasonable felony. The 24-member comprised members from the Federal Ministry of Justice, the Federal Ministry of Information, the Nigeria Police Force, the Department of State Services, the National Intelligence Agency, and the Defense Intelligence Agency. The committee, headed by Malami, said, consequent upon the instigating directives of Kanu, members of IPOB and the Eastern Security Network carried out massive attacks on democratic institutions, especially facilities of the Independent National Electoral Commission, to hamper democratic process in Nigeria.
It's a press conference by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, to give a report on investigations by the ad hoc committee set up by the President into the activities of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, after the rearrest of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in June 2021. Giving details, the minister explains that the outcome of the investigations revealed that the IPOB and the Eastern Security Network, ESN, have so far killed 175 security personnel, comprising 128 policemen, 37 military personnel, and 10 other security operatives. He alleged that some countries are aiding Kanu.
We also established that Kanu is not alone in his subversive activities. He has accomplices in Nigeria and abroad, individual and groups, as well as state and non-state actors who are aiding and facilitating his campaign against the people and state of Nigeria. Some of the state actors aided Kanu even as a fugitive in his destructive mission, ignoring the terrorist nature of his activities.
The Malami-led committee went on to say it embattled a link between Igboho and a Boko Haram sponsor, Suraju Mohammed, who was sentenced to life imprisonment in the United Arab Emirates on charges of financing terrorism. This allegation is coming as there is a link between Igboho and jail terrorism sponsor, Malami says. This story is coming and a video to make updates.
Sunday Ade, more popularly called Sunday Igboho, Mr. Malami informs the gathering that his major financier is a federal lawmaker and he has received the sum of 127,145,000 naira from his financiers between October the 22nd, 2013 to September the 28th, 2020.
That Sunday Igboho is a director and signatory to Adeshun International Concept Limited, registered on 23rd April 2010. Adeshun International Concept Limited also has Oladele Oyetunji and Ederovo Adeyemo as directors. Similarly, Igboho is linked to 43 bank accounts in 9 banks.
The government also alleged that between 2013 and 2020, Igboho received 127 million naira from several financiers, including a federal lawmaker. The government, however, refused to reveal the identity of the lawmaker. Malami said the report revealed that Sunday Igboho is a director and signatory to Adesun International Concept Limited, registered on April 23, 2010. Adesun International Concept Limited also has Oladele Oyetunji and Aderoko Adeyemo as directors. Sunday Igboho is linked to 43 bank accounts in 9 banks. The major financier of the fugitive and separatists was found to be a federal lawmaker in the National Assembly. A total sum of money over $1 million was received by Igboho from his finances between October 22, 2013 and September 28, 2020 through Adesun International Concept Limited account. The total sum of money transaction outflows was recorded from Sunday Igboho's account between March 15, 2013 and March 11, 2021. Investigation reveals that Adesun International Concept Limited belonging to Igboho transferred a sum of 12 million close to Abel Bako and Sons. The ADF noted that Abel Bako and Sons and its promoter Abdullahi Usman were suspect in the ongoing joint terrorist financing investigation. Abdullahi Usman is by way of financial transaction connected to Suraju Abubakar Mohammed, who was sentenced to life imprisonment in UAE on charges of financing terrorism Boko Haram. This report shows the nexus between separatist agitation, terrorism, financing, and disruptions of peace in the country, Malami said. To the next story, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has said he will stop insurgency and other social vices in the country if elected as president. Atiku was the candidate of the main opposition party, People's Democratic Party, for the 2019 general election. The 74-year-old spoke during an interview on Fitilar Siyasa, an outside current affairs program on Progress Radio, which was monitored by a correspondent. He said the spate of kidnapping and banditry in the country was worrisome, adding that criminality would thrive when government showed nonchalant disposition in nipping crime in the bud. He said, first of all, I will end Boko Haram because there is no concrete reason why we're still fighting Boko Haram after 10 years. We have civil war spent about 30 months and won the battle. Why can't we apply the same for Boko Haram? I will make sure Boko Haram becomes history in Nigeria and normalcy will return to the northeast and the north at large, Atiku said. The PDP also wondered why the process towards amending the Electoral Act was slow, saying the APC government is doing this because they want to manipulate the upcoming election. The Kaduna State Governor, Ahmed El-Rufai, has said profiling the bandits as terrorists. The organization said from the response of El-Rufai, it was obvious that the era of denials and playing politics with insecurity was coming to an end. The Vice President of CAN, 19 Northern State and Abuja, and its chairman in Kaduna State, Reverend Joseph Ayub, said these on Friday in a statement titled Attack to Kaduna-Abuja Rail Track, a final onslaught by bandits. He said the attack on the rail track, which has led to the suspension of train services from Abuja to Kaduna, is another cause for concern by the people of Kaduna State and those coming to do business in the state. Kaduna bandits have become very strong and daring to our government and security agents. Thank God Governor El-Rufai himself has called on the federal government to declare bandits as terrorists so that our security forces can kill them further, shows that the era of denials and playing politics with the security is coming to an end. And before we call it a wrap on the national news from our studios, BGI TV, here is the sport news. Leicester City manager Brendan Rodgers has revealed that Nigerian international Wilfred Ndidi could be back in action after the international break. Rogers gave this positive injury update on Friday during his pre-match conference ahead of his side trip to Brentford Community Stadium for a Premier League meeting with the Bees on Sunday. The 24-year-old midfielder, who was left out of Nigeria's 2022 World Cup qualifiers against Central African Republic over 2 legs, has already missed the Foxes games against Crystal Palace, Manchester United and Spartak Moscow due to a hamstring injury. Speaking ahead of the highly anticipated clash with the new EPL boys, Rogers, while giving the update on his injured players, revealed that Ndidi is recovering well and could be back sooner than expected. Wolves isn't too far away, but that will probably be around the next international break, Rogers was quoted as saying on the club's website. The Northern Irishman has also been left impressed with the form of Kelechi Iheanacho, who has either scored or assisted in his last 5 games for the Foxes. Kelechi is now a consistent performer. He can score goals and creates goals, and he works very, very hard. Ndidi is expected to return to action for Leicester City home clash with Arsenal on October 30th. And that was the news from BGI TV. Before we call it a wrap, you can link up to our marketing department through the phone number for advert placement and coverage of your programs and ceremonies, 070-3822-6160. And to our social media handles, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. On YouTube, Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe, click on the next icon, notification bell, update drops, and click on all for all of our programs. And on Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Like the page and follow the page. And on Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. I am yours faithfully, Rabila Lawal. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for watching.